Starlift up with the pace. Also racing fast is Carroll House, only Young Mother, and on the near side it's Harvest Time showing pace with Petrullo, and also in the firing line early on is Britannia, jockeying for position through the first furlong. And Harvest Time and Starlift and Behera and St Andrews, and on the outside of these, racing wide is Young Mother, Carroll House within 2 lengths of the lead, and then behind these comes Sierra Roberta. The back marker early on is Norberto, but next to the rails it's Harvest Time and Starlift and Behera. Then behind these St Andrews, followed by Young Mother, and at this stage in the wings is settled mid-division, perfectly poised with Cash Asmussen, but Carroll House is on the outside of him. Golden Pheasant tracks that one in, Mansonien and French Glory the back markers early on, but Harvest Time has it. The favourite now only has about 3 or 4 behind him. That's in the wings as they stream away and begin the first of their many seemingly turns in this Chiga Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe. They've gone about half a mile. Starlift in the blue, the dark blue jacket that is, and the paler blue, that's St Andrews. Next to the rails, Harvest Time third, Behera 4, then comes Petrullo, and behind these comes Young Mother, and behind that one is Carroll House, and the sun is shining here at Longchamp as they begin the sweep past the halfway stage, and on the inside it's Harvest Time and Britannia just being checked there. Elisa in behind that one, Cacothes mid-division being ridden along, Golden Pheasant on the outside, Pateterie in last place, but it's Harvest Time, the second last bend, this Harvest Time by 3 parts of a length to St Andrews in the light blue. Petrullo running a cracking race in third. In behind these, Sierra Roberta looks for room, followed by Behera, and at this stage in the wings has got a lot of running to do, and they've got one more bend to take in the Chiga Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe as St Andrews goes on from Behera. But look at Carroll House in the yellow jacket, really pulling hard on the outside, and they're in line for home, and it's St Andrews who goes on. St Andrews who gets the first run, but in behind they're queuing up to take him on, and Behera putting in a big race. Carroll House is finishing fast on the outside, a length back to Norberto finishing well, then comes Young Mother, Cacothes will not be winning. In the wings with a lot to do, and it's Carroll House on the outside of St Andrews. Behera is back in third place. They come inside the final furlong, and it's Carroll House and Mick Kinnan going for all his worth, and it's going to be Carroll House who wins it, and at the line Carroll House is the winner. Very close second, Behera in second with a photo third, St Andrews and Young Mother, then came Sierra Roberta followed down by Rabor, then Legal Case and Elisa followed by Norberto, then in the wings and behind in the wings was Britannia, followed by Top Class and Mansonien and Golden Pheasant, and then behind that one came Harvest Time, a gap of 6 to 8 lengths to Cacothes, who didn't handle the ground, French Glory, who never got into the race, and then came Petrullo. There's a steward's inquiry to the outcome, and the last horse to pass the post was Starlift. But what a weekend for Mick Kinnan, who won the Cartier Million on Saturday, and here he is on Carroll House, trained at Newmarket by Michael Jarvis. The rain came in time for this very game performer, but Michael Kinnan has come home, and Jim, for me at this stage he's clear and going as best of his way home.
Well, it might just be that Carroll House crossed Behera slightly when taking over the running, but I don't think if that's what they're looking at, it means anything at all. He's a very tough horse, and he's really battled on well. And I can tell you there's bedlam going on in the commentary box next to us, because Carroll House is owned by an Italian, Mr. Antonio Balzerini, and they're ecstatic, the commentators next door. They hardly shut up for the last 5 minutes.
Just like they've won the European Cup final and Arc de Triomphe all in one.
Tony Bin, of course, last year brought similar scenes. I doubt we'll quite see the scenes of delirium that we saw last year on this occasion, because Mr. Balzerini's well used to racing success. But this will be a big moment for him and for Michael Kinnan. And halfway round, indeed 5 furlongs out, John Franken was saying Carroll House is running away.
Well, normally you've seen this horse, he's always just, whoever rides him normally has to niggle him along, and certainly he won over 1.25 miles at Phoenix Park last time out. Mick Kinnan rode him that day. He was pushing the head off him for a long way, but well, Michael Jarvis has brought him here and had him absolutely spot on. Really good training performance by Michael. And Michael Kinnan, well, I would put to imagine that he could believe how well he was going at the 3 furlong pole, had everything else in trouble. St Andrews, it's got to be said, ran a wonderful race. She always up there in the firing line, St Andrews. Kept on right in the closing stage. I'm not certain whether she might just have lost second place to Behera right at the end.
And Michael Kinnan just looking a little concerned as a posse of well-wishers, supporters, owners are about to engulf. And Michael Kennan's just saying, give me a bit of breathing space, please. Photographers flashing away. Doesn't want them upsetting the horse. And just softly does it.
Yeah, it's always very difficult here. The horse has just run its heart out for 1.5 miles. Obviously, just takes a little bit of time. Wants to, well, he obviously had a bit left in the tank because he's just tried to knock a spot off of somebody down there, and he's quite rightly saying he wants a little bit of room to himself. And
well, he's warned them now, John, if they go.
Well, he's warned them, but as normal, most photographers, they always need about 3 warnings. But he probably just needs a little bit of breathing space just to get his breath back, this horse.